you ever hear some news and then you immediately just you kind of have like anxiety, but you don't want the anxiety to control your actions. So you're like, how am I going to work through this anxiety? I was close to the Chick-fil-A, so I was like, let me jump over Chick-fil-A and grab me a fries, because again, we don't want to affect our little weight loss that we are experiencing. So we're not gonna eat and add on back the weight what we already lose. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, a warm welcome to you as well. Well, in today's video, I'm going to basically talk about a lump. I found a lump in my right breast and I am just having it checked out. So you know, every time somebody hear lump or anything like that, it's immediately breast cancer, or the thought is breast cancer. So I'm 33 now, so I'm not at the age for a mammogram. In the past, I had these lumps. So I had a situation where in boarding school, some girl did run me down and me lick up in at the bunk bed. And when me did lick up in at the bunk bed, me noticed, like maybe a few days later or whatever, me did feel like one lump in at the side of my breast. That was the first lump. And in high school, mommy carried me go get it checked out, and we meet with doctor at the time, Dr. Titus in Jamaica, St. Anne's Bay Hospital, and he ended up removing it. It was like a lipomass. He ended up removing it, then check it out, it was benign. So then we, like when me get older now, at 18, me did feel one next lump, and we went to check it out. At this time, it was still Dr. Titus, but another doctor, and they ended up doing the procedure because it was like it did large in a sense, and they ended up removing it. So when they remove it now, I remember watching them do the procedure, and the doctor was like, you want to see it? And I turn around and they pull out this yellow, it was like yellow with some little yellow balls or whatever clumped together, and then remove it, cut it out, stitch it back up, and stitch it back up, and then send that off, and it was also benign. Why me I laugh is because I remember when the guy did take it out of my breast, when the guy did say he gonna go ahead and do it, he decided to go through my nipple. So he remove like he make a slit in my areola, and that is what they pull the lump through and remove it and stitch it back up. And when he had said something to the fact as, I want to make sure when I see you at ATI and you take off your top, that that me can say I did that breast. And that's the memory. That is the memory what that I remember from that. But anyways, but no, I haven't had a lump since. And then about 2 weeks ago, the lump came back. Like I was feeling my breast and I was like, Ryan, wait, me feel one lump, and it is movable, like me able to move it. It's not still, it's not firm, it's not painful. So me decided to say, you know what, let me just go ahead and check it out. And I just went in for my appointment, and they gave me orders for ultrasound and then a follow-up appointment. So hopefully as soon as we can get the ultrasound done, me do 1 2-week appointment. So they gave me the number for the place, and I am going to go ahead and call them, because I know that they said that I'm supposed to get a call from the people. But if you know anything over here with healthcare, take it up on yourself. Take it up on yourself. Be your own advocate. Because if sit down and wait upon them, now I get through. It's because when I had found the lump and I was trying to go through their app, of trying to get someone to schedule an appointment for me because of the situation, it takes like 24 hours or whatever for them to get back to you. So I ended up just calling, and I was calling, of course me did up on hold and and then you hang up again and then you call again, and finally I was able to get through to somebody to make the appointment for what I have today. And I am happy and grateful that I did that, because if not, I was waiting for the app to get back to me. And when they finally get back to me, they might tell me the appointment time and date when me call and schedule. So anyways, so I'm going to do the ultrasound, and I decided that why not document this, right? I'm going to go ahead and document this, and I'm going to do the ultrasound, and then we'll see what happens. So the next time I make a video about this will be after my ultrasound, to see what it may be. It may be good, it may be bad, but again, as I tell people all the time, I try not to stress over the things I have no control over. Life is going to do what life does. If it goes negative, then I just have to work on how am I going to approach it, and then my whole family will have to go through the process with me. May I look like this because may I look at Ryan, because anyways, we are going to pray and hope and send up all the positive spirits that it is no issue, and that is just one of those things. Because the last time, as I said, when I did the procedure, the doctor did tell me at the time as well that there was a lot of them in there, but he did not want to go ahead and remove them. If they're not giving me any problems, he does not want me to go ahead and remove them, because then I would have to basically reconstruct my breast. And you know, if you're not getting no problem with the surgeon, him say, if you're not bother you, left it alone. That's what he said. That's what the doctor told me, the surgeon at the time. If you're not bother you, left it alone. So other than the soreness that is happening because I'm soon see my period, there's no pain directly at the site. So we're going to do the ultrasound and see what happens. So yeah. Azalea's school is actually going to be over in early because of the storm. So because I'm on the road, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop at Goodwill and kind of look in there, because I always somebody want to check it out, and since more burn some time, now is the perfect time. So I'm going to go at Goodwill and see if I see any flowy dress like this, because I really like dresses like this where I don't have to wear a bra. But yes, let me go ahead and check out Goodwill, and I'll see you later. I hear people make a lot of videos about the healthcare and the issues, and although I work in it, I've never worked on the getting care part of it. So now I had to set an appointment for my ultrasound. So I had a referral for my ultrasound after my doctor visit today, and I came home and they gave me a little card of the number I can call to get assistance. So I called the number, and I had 2 appointments. I have one for the cervical annual screening, and then I also had one for the ultrasound of the breast. So the lady was trying to help me out with scheduling an appointment, so she was not able to get in contact, so she sent me or emailed me 2 numbers that I can call to make that appointment. Because the first time I got that referral was from my establishment of care. And when I got that referral and I called the doctor's office, the doctor that they referred me to said that they are not taking new patients. So I was like, anyways, I tried calling couple gynecologists that is on the health insurance app we have. I tried to call a couple of those. I think I called about 3 of them, and they said that they don't take our insurance. And I was like, but why are you on this app saying maximum savings and that you take my insurance, and then even when you go on their website it says open to new applicants? So anyways, they said they don't take the insurance, so I kind of just gave up on that. Honestly, I even forgot about it because I had other things that I was dealing with. And then now that I found the lump and having to go ahead and do the mammogram, I am kind of not mammogram but the ultrasound. So yeah, this is the situation what happened. So the ultrasound came up and I had to get an appointment for that. The lady transferred the call to central scheduling for the hospital company that I'm using, and when she transferred me to central scheduling, I got hooked up with somebody, and they were like, oh, do you want to go to this? They were just listing places, and none of the places were close to where I live. So I was like, okay, so can you just put in my address and see which of these places are closest to where I live? So she did that, and she said, oh yeah, there's one in Winter Garden. So I said, okay, I'll go to the one in Winter Garden. We are in March right now. The doctor wants to see me in 2 weeks. She said the closest appointment for the ultrasound is May, like mid-May. So I was like, no, because I have a lump in my breast. I really want to know as soon as possible what's going on, kind of thing. So I told her, like, May is not gonna work. Like, okay, so for example, what about the places that you told me that were far away, like Lake Nona or Celebration or whatever? I was like, what about those places? Do they have any closer appointments? She said, oh no, unfortunately we don't, blah blah blah. So I said, you know what, that's not gonna work. So let me go ahead and call one of the ultrasound companies or another place to see if they have any closer dates. But I wanted to kind of get an idea of how much it's going to cost me before I did that. So I called them, and honestly, I called the first place. The first place said their billing or their whatever estimate program or whatever is down, so they're not able to tell me how much it's going to cost with or without insurance. So I ended up saying, you know what, forget it. So I called the customer number on my insurance card, and I went through an agent, and the agent was able to go back and call the radiology place through the hospital company that I'm going through, or the whatever company that I'm going through, and we got someone. And the lady explained the situation to her. She come back on, she's like, hey, I realize that you're having this issue. So I explained it again. I told her that I really do not feel comfortable waiting until May, and I've called you guys or your company about 4 or 5 times, and it seems as if you guys only have May. So she's like, hold on, which place would you like to go? So I said the closest one to me. The closest one to me is like literally about 7 miles from where I live. And she's like, yeah, we have an appointment for March this time. And I was like, 2 days from now? You have an appointment 2 days from now? So like in my head, I'm like, sometimes these, I guess I can call it remote jobs and stuff, I can't even blame the people that are scheduling or whatever, because it's whatever that come up in front of them, they are going to be telling me. But this person was able to not give me a appointment, not in April, not in May, but 2 days from today when I call. So the reason why I'm jumping on it too is because in my family, my father's side, I have an aunt that died from breast cancer. So I really want to know what is happening, kind of vibe. So that is why I'm jumping on it. So after I scheduled that appointment, I got a call about an hour ago, later on tonight, in the night. I got a call, and they said, well, the radiologist is recommending that I do a mammogram, so they are wondering if I feel comfortable getting the mammogram done. Although when I speak to the practitioner, she had told me that, you know, because I'm not 40 as yet, I would not be able to do it, which is, yeah, a 40 they normally screen, so not like so she wrong. But I guess they wanted me to just go ahead, and the radiologist wanted me to just go ahead and do the mammogram from now, especially with the fact that I had a family history, although it's not direct family, but not my mother or my father meaning, but it's actually an aunt or something that's in my family that has it. So may I go ahead and get the mammogram done in the next 2 days. And I called Ryan, and it was we kind of nervous. But it's okay. We're going to just deal with it as it come. Kind of nervous, but it's okay. We're gonna deal with it as it come. When it rains it pours, like. And then look here, like the temperature dropped the other day and the AC did up on cool and the wall of this did choppy, and then now I have this one spot right here that I'm trying to use the chopstick on to get it to go away, but you know, it's taking a while. But anyways, let me stop flap my lip. The next time I am going to talk to you guys is after I get the mammogram done, and I'm not going to get the results at the same time, obviously, but then I am going to go ahead and update you on what it was like and how I feel, because I read up on it, and basically then put your breast on one flat surface and then put some on it and press it down, and so I might go ahead and just take on ibuprofen or something before that appointment. But yeah, whew. So I'll talk to you after the mammogram.